If you want to wear something more stylish than a smartwatch, or not wear a watch at all, there's a growing trend for smart rings. Now, the company which gave me this one to test, RingConn Gen 2, are probably going to hate this review. I think the ring is great, but I can't recommend you buy it just yet, because in 2026 it's getting a major upgrade, and if that works, it could make this device almost essential, especially for us older folk wanting to monitor their health and fitness. Let's start with that upgrade. This is the second generation of RingConn, and in January 2026, at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, the company plans to introduce the third generation. I am told that it will have the ability to monitor blood pressure. It's no exaggeration to say that for most people, blood pressure is the most important health metric to monitor. But until recently, it has been rather difficult.
The best wearable monitor I've found is a wristband by Hilo, which you set up and calibrate monthly using the usual type of inflatable cuff that comes with it. Blood pressure has to be measured in a specific way, relaxed with several measurements. So the doctor's office, where it's usually done, is pretty much the worst place. From my testing and from clinicians online, the Hilo band seems accurate.
And accuracy is everything for blood pressure. If it is not accurate, in my view, it is not good. So I do not know how RingConn is going to attempt this in the Gen 3 of the Ring, or how well it will work. If it does, I'll definitely buy one. And I was given this free to test, as I say. Okay though, let's go through everything else that I think is good about the Gen 2.
In a recent video, I compared the RingConn Gen 2 against a Garmin and Apple Watch and found huge inconsistencies in the health data they all produced. For workout heart rates, the Garmin was only accurate with a chest strap. For health, none has medical level accuracy, so I consider their information indicative of a trend and not an accurate snapshot measure. And this unreliability is supported by a study I shared in that video. The Ringcon, however, produced numbers, particularly when sleeping, that were closer to how I actually felt.
It integrates with Apple Health, but it doesn't send its HRV measurements for some reason. Also, it doesn't play very well with Strava or Training Peaks, but that might be changing. So far, so negative. So what's to like?
Well, mainly the convenience. It's small and subtle. The battery lasts a week and can be recharged from the stand itself. You can get a set of blanks first to make sure you're buying the right size, and once bought, that is it. There's no ongoing contract. I was sent this free to review, but the thoughts are entirely my own. The display in the RingConn app itself is very clear and very detailed. The cloverleaf design showing when you've hit your targets for sleep, stress, vitals, and activity. You can dig into any and all of these. Sleep monitoring seems better than on my Garmin. As I say, it fits my subjective feeling. It also confirmed I have mild sleep apnea and occasional blood oxygen drops overnight, which I have to follow up with my family doctor. The vitals page highlights any outliers, mild or significant, so again you can choose to investigate further.
I view the RingConn as more of a health monitor than an activity monitor. That's reinforced by the inability to easily upload to other platforms. Although personally, and it might be controversial, but I think it's a better health monitor than my more expensive Garmin Phoenix.
The RingConn's ability to automatically detect workouts over 10 minutes has not proved successful. It counted my steps today but didn't automatically record this hike as a workout. That means exercise is missing from RingConn's overall analysis of my health. I just use my Garmin for big trips.
Kind of stopping every left-hand turn on this, because it's high. But I'm out of breath.
Our recent hike in the Swiss Alps produced some noticeable changes. In addition to a higher daytime heart rate, to be expected, my average heart rate rose and my overnight heart rate variability dropped. But then as my body became accustomed to the effort, both significantly improved. The data seemed to show my body adjusting to the daily effort. It also gives a frightening reminder of the effect of alcohol. In this recent video, sports cardiologist Dr. Nigel Stevens said this of the value of wearables.
The higher the heart rate variability at rest, the longer you live, all other things being equal. People who drink alcohol get a very powerful signal by measuring their heart rate variability that tells them you're poisoning yourself, because it tanks.
From a normal night to one where I'd had 2 glasses of red wine, Ringcon scored my sleep much lower and showed my HRV below average. Not exactly tanking, but this was just 2 glasses. And there are related metrics, including a stress index, skin temperature, respiratory rate. I haven't tested their accuracy. It can track and predict a menstrual cycle, and they all come together in this lifestyle score. And apparently, my exercise is irregular. But we've seen why it thinks that. No, it's the other metrics, particularly the overnight ones, that makes the Gen 2 Ringcon work for me.
It has just slotted into my life, and it's the one I turn to each morning. But with the Gen 3 slated to appear in 2026, with the possibility of it monitoring blood pressure, then I've got to really suggest waiting for it to come out. If this video has been helpful, it would help me if you would click on this video next, please. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.